101.2 KWYO, The Boys Show. Good morning, Wyoming faithful. It's 11 a.m. here on a brisk October 22nd morning here in Laramie. Jack Sable here to talk some Cowboys football, and the Pokes are now one win away from school history after a surprising upset over Fresno State at Bulldog Stadium, where the Cowboys defeated the Bulldogs 28-24. But you heard that right, one win away from school history. After that win, Wyoming's school record officially stands at 499 wins, 527 losses, and 28 ties when games used to result in ties. So we now have back-to-back games at home, and Mashburn will have 2 tries to accomplish the feat of win number 500 inside of War Memorial Stadium. And boy, wouldn't it be really special if they could do that against their upcoming opponent, Boise State, this coming weekend. But back on topic to the Fresno State game, Mashburn really got it together and everything fell in place the way that he wanted it to. Wyoming played from behind for most of the game, and the team as a whole really responded in the second half, shutting down Fresno State and keeping the ball out of their hands. In fact, Wyoming had possession of the ball, get this, for 77% of that game. Now, obviously, Fresno State's hurry-up offense has a little bit to do with this, but Wyoming really did grind out the Bulldogs on their offensive possessions. Brandon Miller was just fantastic. 22 carries, 145 yards, 1 touchdown, and most importantly, 9 for 11. 9 for 11 on third downs. Unbelievable. No punts, just in-your-face, smash-mouth power offense. And you never want to say that you want your opponent to score on your defense, but I think that that was a message not only to his offense, but also to his defense to raise their level of play, because I think he knew Fresno State was going to make them work. And Nzacha came up with a huge pick 6 to kick off the second half and really got the game back under Wyoming's control. It was just an awesome all-around effort from the Cowboys in that second half. All right, let's take some questions. Remember, if you'd like a chance for your question to be featured on air, please leave a comment in the comment section on the site, and you might have a chance to be featured here on air. First question comes from Griddled Sardines. What a great name there, bud. Says he's a longtime listener. I'll take his word for it. I'm glad you've been on board for so long. He says, it was a big day on the ground for Wyoming, but they have been struggling recently. How can Coach Mashburn make the running game more reliable and consistent? You know, and thank you for the question. You know, I think we can really start to put a grade on Mashburn in 2015, when his offense really sets in and the guys he's recruited have really started to take over and the offense just kind of makes more sense. I don't think we'll really see that kind of consistency until that happens. Remember, this was a team that was built on a spread offense. The big guys and even some of the playmakers now, like Spencer Bruce, aren't accustomed to this. Spencer Bruce had no receptions last year. Mashburn has had 4 to 5 months, honestly, to really get this team ready and prepared, and I think he's done an excellent job with the cards that he's been dealt. But I think it's just training, conditioning, and recruiting that's going to make this offense and the run game consistent. It's a new offense, and these kind of things just take time. Next question is from Kill the Illuminati 24. What is with these names today? His question is, does the Mashburn offense have the depth to still pull out a few wins if a main man like Miller goes down with an injury? Thanks for the question. I mean, there's some depth at running back. We've seen that Cody Sutton can be effective at times, but the Fresno State game was really the first time that we've even seen Brandon Miller touch 100 yards. If he goes down, I just imagine it's going to be next man up. And while his loss will certainly hurt the team chemistry a bit, I just can't see it being that huge of a loss. I think if Brett Smith goes down, I imagine that would be the biggest hit to the team. He needs to strengthen up a little bit and get a little bigger for next year. But if he were to go down right now, that would be devastating to the team and would really hurt the team's chances of winning games. Right here, right now. Last question from Sam Brown. What should be the primary concern in recruiting for the Mashburn offense? Wow, everybody's had an offensive question today. A great question, though, and that actually transitions perfectly into the recruitment segment. Mashburn has finally brought in his first recruit, Sean Williams, the 6'3", 240-pound tight end out of Ranquettes, Wyoming, has signed his LOI and will be staying in the Equality State to play with the Cowboys. I think that is a big concern for him on offense, and I'm glad he finally roped him in because he's going to be a nice compliment next year to Spencer Bruce, and he'll be able to learn a lot and take over in the years to come. The next position that he has to address in my mind for the offense is running back, and he's close to having a power back in the other Wyoming recruit he's had his eyes on, Dan Washington from Rock Springs. He's currently a soft commit. Now remember that Williams and Washington actually played against each other in high school, and we actually have footage of them playing back from the bye week. So it'll be fun to see them team up here and playing together at War Memorial Stadium. I think those are the biggest things that he needs to address on offense, especially because there just needs to be a little more diversity between the running backs right now. But in my mind, defense is far more critical this year and next year because the current linebacking core will be mostly gone after this year and completely gone the year after. So if linebacker Marcus Wright from California receiving more scholarship offers from other teams, Mashburn has turned his attention to middle linebacker Jamie Wright out of Wenatchee, Washington. Now, Mashburn saw Nevada's interest in the well-kept secret and saw some tape on him as well and was very impressed with what he saw out of the three-star prospect. A very good coverage linebacker who can rush the quarterback and be efficient in stopping the run as well. Great size for someone at the position. He's 6'3", 232 pounds. He could be exactly the kind of guy with the skills to help this defense take it to the next level and compete with Boise State, Nevada, and Fresno State every single year in the Mountain West Conference. But let's preview a little bit about our opponents this coming week. Boise State, who is feeling a bit of the effects of Kellen Moore and others departing from the team as they've gotten off to a slow start this year at 4-3. But they are not far off from taking their seat back near the cream of the crop in the Mountain West with a record of 2-1 in conference play. We'll see how they fare against Wyoming as the Cowboys pursue win number 500. This is Jack Sable here on 101.2 KWYO, The Boys Show, and we'll be right back. And here we go. There's the opening boot as Wyoming looks for win number 500. It's Blair Burns is going to take it out from the 2-yard line. Finds a crease in the sideline. One man to beat. He's beat him. That Cowboys gone right in. Touchdown, Wyoming on the opening kickoff where Burns returns it 98 yards, and there's a holding penalty. You've got to be kidding me. An electrifying 98-yard return will go for naught. And that's disappointing, all because of a holding penalty. You don't get many chances like that against Boise State as Smith hands it off to Miller. He's going to run straight up the gut, and he'll pick up a gain of 5 on that run. They're bringing the fullback, Lang, in motion to the right. And they'll go play action to Miller this time. Smith fires right side, down the sideline, has Spencer Bruce, that's Big Brucey, wide open for the first down. Looks like a gain of 15 on that one. Lined up in the pistol, Smith's only got one behind him. It's Miller as he brings Rufferin in motion to the left side. It's probably going to be a stretch to the right. This is usually what Wyoming likes to run. No, they're going to stretch it out to the left this time, and Miller will go nowhere. A loss of 2 on that run. Smith takes the snap from under center. Fires right side. He's got Bruce on a nice little drag pattern, and Bruce will pick up a good gain of 10. He's been active very early here in the first quarter. Coming out, 2 tight end set I formation as they bring, I believe that's Tedder Easton in motion to the left now as Miller tries to run it up the middle and he goes nowhere. A loss of 2 and Wyoming will have to punt. Nzacha moves up to the line. It looks like Wyoming's going to bring the heat here, and they do. And they get to Hedrick. Grant Hedrick goes down on a sack by the senior linebacker, Corey Jones. And Hedrick's going to change up the play here as he drops back on 2nd and 18 after the sack, and that one is picked off. Guess who's back? It's Corey Jones. After making a sack on the first play of the drive, he gets an interception to end Boise State's offensive run. Let's see if Wyoming can capitalize on this opportunity as they've got another chance to put up points after missing it on the holding penalty that wiped out a kickoff return for a touchdown as Miller runs left side here and picks up a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. And Wyoming will come out in the offset I formation here. A bunch look as Smith drops back to pass here on 2nd and 2. He'll roll left. He gets out of one sack. Doesn't get away from that one, and the ball's loose. That's a live ball as it rolls back near to the 30-yard line. A big play there because that might take him out of field goal range. The sack will go down as a loss of 7, but a total net yard loss of 19. And this has been Wyoming's problem all day. They're not capitalizing on free opportunities that Boise State has been giving them as they come out now for 3rd and 21 as Smith fires left side underneath for Bruce, and he'll rumble his way forward for a gain of 18, but that's not going to be enough to pick up the first down, and Wyoming will be limited to a field goal opportunity. And this is really disappointing for Wyoming because they should be up 14-0 on Boise State, and it's only 3-0 as DJ Harper takes the handoff to the right side, stretches it out for a gain of 10. That's enough for the first down. Boise State comes out in the pistol formation. They've got 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, who now moves in motion to the left as Hedrick drops back, fires over the middle. He's got DJ Harper on a short pattern, and he'll pick up a gain of 13. Another first down for the Broncos. Grant Hedrick takes the snap from the gun. All day to throw. Finally fires right side and completes it to Potter, who picks up the first down. That is back-to-back first downs on first down. And that play will actually be the last play of the first quarter. Disappointing score right now for Wyoming. They should be up by 14, but instead they'll go and end the first quarter up 3-0 on the Boise State Broncos. Hedrick's going to go on the option here. He pitches it out to DJ Harper, but Wyoming was swarming all over that. Nzacha's gotcha in the backfield. That's Mark Nzacha who makes the tackle for a loss of 5. It'll be 3rd and 8. Hedrick takes the snap from under center and drops back. Fires over the middle, and he finds Aaron Burks coming across the middle for the first down. And this is exactly what Wyoming did not want. Boise State looks like they finally got it together, and they're clicking on offense. And another 3rd down situation here for the Wyoming defense. It's 3rd and 5 this time as Hedrick drops back. Fires right side for Linehan, short of the first down marker. The Wyoming defense will stand tall on the Ghali Muhammad tackle. And it's going to be a sweep for Miller to the right side, and he will motor his way towards the sideline for a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4. They really need this 3rd down conversion right here because they are 0 for 2, the exact opposite of the Fresno State game as Smith drops back and he gets hit as he throws, somehow got that ball off. And another failed 3rd down conversion results in 4th and 4. They will have to punt. Hedrick on a 3-step drop, fires right side, and oh man, that one should have been picked off. Where Burns was all over that, and he wishes that one was in his hands. Hedrick will hand it off to DJ Harper straight up the middle, and no one was at the linebacker level, and he could have just walked his way to that 15-yard gain. Hedrick, play action to DJ Harper this time, and quickly fires it right side and hits Burrows on the pass. It'll be 1st and goal as Boise State is looking to put up the first touchdown of the game. Hedrick takes the snap. He's got room all day to throw. Hedrick rolls right now, sheds off one tackler, and he will rumble his way forward for the first touchdown of the game. Boise State going up 9-3 on the 7-yard run by Hedrick. Quite an effort by him to get in. And Smith will toss it out to Miller here on the right side, and that one gets blown up in the backfield. That's linebacker Blake Renaud who makes the tackle. 2nd and 12 now for the Cowboys as they come out in the pistol and offset I. And the delay will go to Miller, who fights his way straight up the middle and gets a gain of 11, but there's a flag, and it's coming back. It's holding. They're going to come out in the pistol again, this time in a bunch after the holding penalty. As Smith goes play action to Miller this time, somehow evaded that sack, and he's going to roll left, and he fights his way for 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 7 after he was brought down hard. And they get a conversion here. Heavy set, single back formation as Smith drops back and goes down. A huge sack there by Boise State as they call timeout. And they'll get the ball now with 1:50 to go. Boise's going to spread them out 4 wide here in the shotgun. as Hedrick drops back, fires over the middle, and he hits Kirby Moore in the soft spot of the defense. That's the brother of former Boise State quarterback and now Lions quarterback Kellen Moore on the 20-yard gain. And Grant Hedrick's going to change up the play here. He'll hand it off to DJ Harper straight up the middle, and he'll be stopped short by Mike Purcell, the defensive tackle, who stops him for only a gain of 1. And Boise State's going to hurry them back to the line as Hedrick takes the snap. Wyoming couldn't set their defense. Fires towards the end zone, and Blair Burns able to get there in time and knock it down. 4th and 4. So you've missed a few opportunities. You're still only down 10. You've got 40 seconds. You can maybe get a field goal out of this drive if you just stick with it. How will Wyoming respond as Smith rolls left and fires out? He got Brandon Miller, and he fumbled the football. You've got to be kidding me. Boise State recovers, but Brandon Miller appears to be shaken up. He doesn't look like he's responding on the field. This isn't good. The trainers have come out, and my thoughts will be with Brandon Miller. We'll take an injury timeout. We'll update you on his status when we can. And Wright comes in motion here as Boise State is lined up in the Wildcat. The handoff will go to Wright on the jet sweep, and he goes untouched into the end zone, and that makes matters even worse for Wyoming going into halftime. And we have news now on Brandon Miller as the score here at halftime is 20-3. Boise State all over this one. Brandon Miller has sustained a severe concussion. He will be out for the rest of this game. We don't know what the rest of his status is. We're glad to hear that he's responding in the locker room, but we'll see how the Cowboys can respond to this shellacking thus far after the break. And Boise State comes out in the I formation for their first play of the third quarter. Handoff to DJ Harper, who bounces it back inside and picks up a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. And it's 3rd and 1 now for Boise State as they come out in the I formation yet again. And Hedrick will hand it off to Harper straight up the middle. He's met at the line of scrimmage by Schober, but he breaks off a tackle and fights his way forward for the first down. That's just a talent level difference right there. Hedrick takes the snap from the gun. Fires right side, a tight window there, but he finds Kirby Moore on the slant pattern, and he picks up the first down. And they'll come out with split backs here in the shotgun for 2nd and 6 as Grant Hedrick takes the snap, fires, and he finds Aaron Burks for the first down completion over the middle. Boise State continuing the drive on the Cowboys. Hedrick takes the snap from under center. He's got time. Firing towards the back of the end zone, and that one is batted down. Huff there in coverage to make sure that the completion wasn't there. It's 2nd and 10 now for Boise State. Hedrick is going to hand it off here to DJ Harper, who gets met by Aaron Schober. That'll be only a gain of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 9. And Boise State will come out in the shotgun with 3 wide, 1 tight end, 1 in the backfield with Hedrick as he drops back to pass here. Fires over the middle, and Blair Burns lost his man in coverage. That's Burrows who makes the catch in the soft spot of the defense for the first down. Hedrick from the gun as Wyoming brings 6 in pressure, and here it comes. Ghali Muhammad was the first one to get to Hedrick, and he'll get the sack and a holding penalty on Boise State. The Cowboys will decline. It'll be 2nd and 15 after the Ghali Muhammad sack. Hedrick on a 3-step drop. He's going to try to escape the pocket now. Somehow gets out of that pile up near the line of scrimmage, but he fumbles the football on its way towards the end zone. That was Huff on the recovery, and if I'm not mistaken, Mark Nzacha played the wood there. Yes, it was. Nzacha's gotcha, and he forces the fumble, and Wyoming now has a chance to get this ball game under control. You know, at the end of the season when Wyoming has their team banquet and ceremony, I can only imagine that there's going to be a giant thank you letter from Brett Smith and Coach Mashburn to Mark Nzacha for as many times as he's bailed them out in this year, as the handoff to Sutton to the left side goes nowhere. A loss of 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 13. Smith from the pistol. Fires over the middle, trying to get Heron, and he can't hold on. It'll be 3rd and 13 for the Pokes. They've got to get 1. They've got to get at least 1 third down conversion here. They are 0-4 for the day as Smith goes play action. Fires right side, and that one is picked off. Picked off by Boise State. A terrible throw into double coverage. And Boise State returns it near the 20-yard line of Wyoming. And now Brett Smith owes an apology letter with that thank you letter. Boise State comes out with 4 wide as Hedrick is joined by DJ Harper in the backfield as he takes the snap. All day to throw. Finally fires over the middle and hits Potter, who comes back to his route and picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. Boise State coming to the line, and Wyoming looks like they're ready to bring the heat here as Hedrick changes the play and he pump fake, fires right side, and boy, Wyoming is fortunate that Aaron Burks did not come up with that catch, as that was the easiest touchdown in the world. Hedrick hands off to DJ Harper, untouched up the gut for the touchdown. 26-3 now. Boise State going up big on the Cowboys here at War Memorial. You know, I don't know how much life is left in this Wyoming offense after that interception. They're down 24, and they look defeated on the field as Smith had no chance at all on that play, trying to throw the screen pass there and had no time to get it off. I understand that Mashburn wants to go at his pace, but what do you have in your playbook right now for being down 24 as Smith fires over the middle to Ruffin? That's a good play call as Ruffin gets over the safety, and he'll rumble his way on the post route for a touchdown. He'll narrow the gap here. 27-9 now. A great throw by Brett Smith, leading Ruffin over the middle, past the safety, and he just does the rest, running for the rest of the 77-yard score. Who knows? If the Wyoming defense can get another stop here, maybe the offense can put up another quick score and make it closer. As Linehan catches the pass near the first down marker, they're going to mark him short for 3rd and inches. Hedrick, all day to throw, finally fires left side for Linehan again. And Wyoming surrenders the first down, and Boise State will continue their drive. Hedrick from under center fires right side, floats one towards the sideline, and Aaron Burks can't hold on. And that's the break that Wyoming needed, as the defense now has another 3rd and long situation. It's amazing. Boise State is 4 for 6 on 3rd down conversions. Wyoming still has yet to get 1 3rd down conversion as Hedrick drops back from the gun and make it 5 of 7. Kirby Moore making the catch towards the sideline. Aaron Burks coming in motion to the right, and he will get the handoff on the sweep, but he's not going far as Aaron Schober meets him in the backfield for a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13, but that will come in the 4th quarter as Boise State still up big here, up by 17, 27-10 over the Cowboys, and they're currently driving, looking to put up another score. Grant Hedrick is in the gun with 4 wide receivers, DJ Wright in the backfield with him as he takes the snap, fires right side. He's got Linehan wide open, and he's going to make his way towards the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, and we'll see what Boise State does here as it's 3rd and goal now from the 15 after the holding penalty, as Hedrick has all day to throw. Finally fires towards the back of the end zone, and he finds Kirby Moore for the touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. The touchdown will not count. It's illegal touching. Kirby Moore was out of bounds. They'll have to settle for 3. I'm wondering, at what point does Mashburn pull his starters? You just lost your starting running back to a serious concussion as Sutton takes the handoff to the right side, and he'll pick up a gain of 6. And you really don't have much to fight for in this game. Why continue? 3rd down and 5 now for Wyoming as they're looking for their first 3rd down conversion of the day. They're 0-5 as far as Smith goes over the middle, short for McNeil on the drag pattern, and he doesn't pick up enough for the first down. And now Chris McNeil is coming up limping. He's grabbing at his knee. That does not look good. He's grabbing at his knee, and he's limping off the field. And Mashburn has seen enough. He's brought out the 2nd unit as Chris McNeil has suffered a PCL sprain. We don't know how serious it is. I mean, those are knees. You don't mess around with that. But Kobe Kierkegaard is now in at quarterback, and he gets hit and he fumbles the ball. Picked up by an offensive lineman who makes his way forward. They get a 2-yard gain out of that somehow. Kierkegaard hands it off to Sutton, and he had no chance. Linebacker broke through the line and made the stop in the backfield, a loss of 3. And Kierkegaard lines up in the shotgun. He's got split backs with him. And this will probably be the final play of the game if they can't pick up the first down, as Kierkegaard steps up and he goes down hard. That's a sack. That's the last play of the game. And boy, isn't it a sign of how dominant Boise State has been over Wyoming in this one. And that's why you can't allow Boise State to go scot-free on their mistakes. You have to make them pay and capitalize, because once that offense gets rolling, they're not stopping for anyone. Wyoming learned that the hard way today as Boise State wins here at War Memorial 30-10. And the Pokes will have another chance to pick up their 500th win here at War Memorial Stadium as they take on Colorado State for the border war. But they've got some bigger issues to take care of after such a devastating loss and with the injuries sustained to Chris McNeil and Brandon Miller. We'll see how they deal with them. I'm Jack Sable signing off. You know where to find me on Mondays. I'll see you then.